Good afternoon. Hey there, family. Welcome back to my channel, Linda's daughter Donna. The decoration has begun for my staircase. I am going to make sure my banister is very groovy with red and green, although my tree is red and gold. So there goes my tree. When it's lit at night, it's quite beautiful. I am running to the post office, and then I have another quick stop to make. Of course, I'm mailing my cards. This is now going to be a running joke for me. And I have stamps, but I decided I wanted Christmas stamps. So I'm going to go see what they have at the post office. Hopefully they have some cherry good, pretty Christmas stamps that I could use. I have not cooked since probably Thursday. I don't think I've cooked since Thursday. And sometimes the meals that I prepare really fast somehow taste the better. I can't do fast food today. Something has to get cooked on my stovetop. It was a pretty busy weekend. Also, excuse the fact that I have a lozenges in my mouth, if you can notice that, because I am trying everything to fight off a cold. I have been sneezing all morning and, taking care of little ones that come home from school with a cold. Sometimes you just can't fight it enough. But this one, I am trying. I am taking everything I can possibly take naturally. Turmeric, garlic, all that good stuff to try to beat this one. Other than the sneezing, that's it. And I could be sneezing because I have some potpourri around the house, and that could really be it. Let's blame it on the potpourri. So now, those are mailed, finally, and I'm gonna go to my local butcher. I'm not sure he's open on Mondays, but if he is, I am going to be very happy, because it's not so hard to butcher curried chicken. That would be an awesome quick dinner for tonight. So fingers crossed he's open. He is closed. Now I only have a small window of time to come up with a dinner plan for today. The other thought that I have is I could try to run and get some salmon, which salmon cooks pretty easily. Man, it's 1:55. I wanted to be back at work at a certain time. Okay, back in my car. I can turn that off. I don't need heat in the car. I've been running so much. Feels like I'm on fire. I did a nice little quick shopping right there, and heading back home with everything I need to make a decent dinner tonight. And I have an option between chicken and fish. As much as I don't like to cut up the chicken, I bought thighs, bone-in thighs, and of course it has skin on it, so taking off the skin off the thighs is pretty easy, and if it's a little bit too much fat, you know, on the thighs, I have a knife that's sharp enough to just cut them off. So let's chat for a little bit as I drive. Yesterday I watched another vlogger, and she was getting real with life situations, talking about the fact that she wanted to do a vlog the way she was doing it so that folks know. Not all the time you see her and her husband laughing and joking around and smiling and just being happy, that everything is always happy. You know, and she just talked about her real gut feelings, you know, of being stressed by the demands of life, you know. And I enjoyed watching that vlog. Reason being, we see too many vlogs where people are acting that way, and unfortunately the next time you hear is that they've checked out. And mental health is an extremely important topic, and as facts are, is that it's a subject that not many of us want to talk about or admit. I mean, I get downright blue sometimes, you know, of a sure thing for me is that I talk to my family, I cry before God, I read the word, but I really believe having a good therapist is a wonderful thing. I haven't found one yet, and I do have access. I just haven't gone through that yet, but it was so refreshing to hear somebody talk about, you know, real life situations. And we really need to pray for each other. You don't have to know the person. When somebody reaches out and say something, you know, while they do their part in, you know, getting the therapy that they need and talking to family or friends or somebody that can, you know, will listen to them, our job is to pray for them, keep them in prayer. Okay, back at my desk and working, and I did really get a good bunch of stuff that I can fix dinner tonight. It's time for me to go get my hair done again. So my family will have a choice between, like I said, fish or chicken, and I'm going to check in to see which one they want. But I'm going to make yellow rice with gungo peas. Believe me, it's so good because it's frozen gungo peas, which means it's partially cooked. You only have to probably boil it for a good 30 minutes, if that long. I'll see what the package says, but the cooking time is very, very quick, and rice is easy to cook. You just have to season it the way you want it. And fish is easy, and if it's chicken thighs that I'm gonna curry, that's even just as easy. I am in my kitchen right now, and I'm starting dinner, right? And as I said, I was not home for most of, I may not have said this, I was not at my house for most of the weekend. So I'm going to actually put on a pot, get the water boiling to cook some gungo peas. This is the brand I'm talking about. There's a YouTuber on there that I had mentioned to her she could use this. I'm gonna snap a picture and hopefully I can send it to her so she'll see. This is pre-cooked. It's partially cooked, it's frozen. And all you have to do is boil this for, where's the ink? Okay, Boil 1 cup of water and add 1 teaspoon of salt. Place pigeon peas in boiling water. Continue boiling the pigeon peas under low flame for 10 to 12 minutes. And then it's ready to use in your recipe. And I'm actually gonna make some gungo peas, rice and peas, basically with yellow rice. All right, so stay tuned and I'll show you the process. I can't show you the entire process, but you'll see a couple of the things that I'm doing. All right, so in this pot, I am sauteing some onions and some habanero peppers. I'm also going to cut up some tomatoes in this. I am not making rundown, that's not, but I'm gonna make a really nice coconut garlicky sauce. Let me pour in the coconut milk. That's a whole can of coconut milk. And I'm gonna put in some other things in here, some garlic, some more onion powder, thyme and scallion. And I'm gonna, did I say cutting up some tomatoes in here? Yes. And I'm gonna let this cook for about an hour. I'm gonna also add another 2 cups of water because I want enough sauce. I'm gonna be making flounder, which I'm gonna be lightly frying. And then I'm gonna pour this delicious sauce over it. So this pot has half a can of coconut milk and the entire packet of pigeon peas, which is the same thing as gungo peas. The package says 10 to 12 minutes, I believe is what I said. But I'm gonna be cooking this for about 20 minutes because I just feel like cooking it for 20 minutes. I'm gonna season this pot with scallion, thyme, a piece of Scotch bonnet pepper. No salt because I'm cooking it with yellow rice. And the yellow rice packet has its own seasoning in there. I'm also gonna put some butter in this because butter makes everything taste better. All right, so this is the flounder, browned just a little bit. I have several slices draining on some paper towel because I don't want it to be greasy. This is my gungo peas yellow rice. Finished cooking and it's just steaming right there. Now I've covered it with some paper towel because I don't want the condensation to fall back into the pot and then it becomes soggy rice and peas. This is my delicious coconut sauce. So I cooked this sauce on medium heat first and then I turned it down low. I have coconut milk, tomatoes, onions, red, green, yellow sweet peppers, Scotch bonnet pepper or habanero pepper, whatever it really is. And then I have, let's see, onion powder, garlic powder, and just a little bit of oregano and salt. I've already tasted this. This is so delicious. I'm bringing this back to a boil and I'm going to add my fish to this sauce. I'm gonna cover this right now just for about 5 minutes. And then I'll show you what else I'm gonna do. I made enough fish pieces. Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slices of fish that's going to be wrapped up properly so they don't dry out. And perhaps tomorrow, I can have a fish sandwich for lunch. Somebody can have fish for breakfast if they want to, but there's just enough fish for another day. Now this is very, very appealing to the eyes. And I know this is gonna be appealing to somebody's tummy. I so wish you could smell this. I'm getting ready to take some of this delicious dinner over to my daughter. I'm really glad that today you could stop by and watch me work on day 4 and go through my day. This is a regular day for me, rushing and doing stuff. Like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to share. Linda's Daughter needs to reach everybody. For now, walk good and have a really good evening.